Talk to us a little bit about your impact on the game that I think still exists today, because you were the flyest. Outside of your game, you were fly before fly was fly in sports. With the jewelry and the glasses. You had the motherfucking Jerry curl drip like my pops had.
It looked wet, but it was dry. That thing looked wet, but it was dry.
That shit wasn't
Hold on. How they pull off the wet look, but it was dry?
Ooh, Nexus, a product called Nexus. I'm going to tell y'all something that I never told nobody. This is first, because I got love for y'all. You remember the headband that I used to wear around the neck? It wasn't intended to be worn around the neck.
It was to stop the...
It was... Yep. No. I used to wear it on the head like y'all do in the NBA because the curl juice will get in my eye. I'm not lying. And then when I put the helmet on, it messed around and slipped down to the neck. And it just became fashionable. So I looked to say, you know what? Let me just roll with this. That's how that happened, dog. I'm not lying. That's a true story. That's how the headband was worn around the neck. I never told nobody else that in my life. Y'all the first ones to get that truth.
So my dad had a dripper. My dad used to have the towel around his neck so the shit didn't get on his clothes. So shit, that's what I thought yours looked like. Yeah, he had a real drip.
No, dog. I was offended when Coming to America came out and they were sitting their heads on the couch, man, in that spot. I was offended by that, man. I was offended by that movie. I really was. Anybody who had a curl back then, it was
talking
offended.
Shit about you, huh?
I'm a Florida boy, man, and you know we high on swag, we high on talking junk, you know. But the lie of it all, man, and y'all ain't gonna believe this when I tell you, but it's the 100% truth. I never talked junk on the field, man. I never spoke to my opponents. I never talked to anybody I ever played. Never, dog. I spit game to the media.
That's what's up.
But I had the mantra of I talk junk all it, and I never did.
So where did it become?
Hold on. Hey, man, hold on. Is that story true about you hopping out the limo and running the 4-2?
It's always a little truth to every lie. It's a little truth.
It's a little truth to every lie.
I did catch the rabbit that day. I ran my butt off.
You caught the
rabbit?
I
didn't leave I caught the rabbit. I ain't leave in the limo that day. I did what everybody else did. It was normal. But I left right after I ran because it was, what am I going to lay there and put 225 and do that for? Ain't nobody laying across my arms in no game. Bench press. Ain't no high jump. What am I high jumping for? I ain't got a high jump in no game. So I wasn't doing none of the foolish stuff at the comeback.
Yeah.
I just went there to run my 40 because I was the number one cat coming out at my position. So why would I risk that and chance that? I had nothing to prove in no comeback.
You had all your jewels on?
I just went there to put in work. No, actually I wore a suit because I went for business. I went in there. I went in there suited and booted. So I went for business, and I can remember when I was in the big room with all the players, somebody from the league came over to me. He said, "Excuse me, sir. There are no agents allowed inside." I said, "No, partner, I'm a player. I promise you, I'm a player." For
life. You play for both of our favorite teams. I think, did you win a championship with Dallas?
Yeah.
With the Niners.
Did he?
Yeah, we won one with the 49ers, then we went over to Dallas to let them know.
So Jack is a Dallas fan. I'm a Niner fan. What was it like playing in those times? You played with two great, Aikman, Emmett, Michael Irvin, and you went over and played with Steve and Jerry, John. Talk to us.
Well, my finest place I ever played was Atlanta. That was home. You know, when somebody drafts you, that's your home. That's your blood, man. Like Atlanta drafted me, so I'm forever in debt. And I loved Atlanta, but they didn't have the expectation of winning. And I was a winner, and I wanted to win. So when I was a free agent, they didn't even offer me, man. They just let it ride out. So I was getting ready to go to mine because I went on a little tour. It was like a little bidding tour. Everybody was trying to see who was going to get prime. And I can remember getting ready to go to the Dolphins. I even had Dolphins cleats made, like Nike had made my Dolphins cleats. And they said, "Where you going?" I said, I'm going to go on over to Miami. I'm going to do the doggone thing. I went and met with Eddie DeBartolo, man. And he said, "You want to do this?" I said, yeah, I want to do it. So we had a handshake agreement. I got on a plane and went back. Before I landed, I think Bledsoe had hit the Dolphins with about 330 yards passing. So they was blowing my phone up. Now they want to do the deal. Now they want to come up with the money. But I was always been a man of my word. If I say it, it's going to be that. So I had already gave Eddie DeBartolo my word. So I went to San Francisco, man. And I remember the first day of practice going in there, me with the head coach, he's like, we have no individuals on the team. You know, you got to coincide with what everybody else does. Like, it kind of offended me. Because you haven't done your homework. You was expected to get Prime, and I introduced you to Deion. I'm trying to show you who I really am. You know, Prime just comes out on Sundays, man. That's just my marketing. That's just what I did to get my paper. So, man, I go out on the practice field. Jerry got on red tights. Ricky Waters got on black tights. This other cat. And I said, well, I thought we was a team. I thought everybody did the same thing. So they kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man. But we put in some work that year. And we won the Super Bowl, and that was one of the best years individually I think I've ever had. And I loved it. But I just was empty, man. I was empty. After we won the Super Bowl, man, I went right home. First one out the locker room. First one in the hotel room. I ain't even go out club. I ain't even go kick it. I was just sitting on the edge of my bed like, dang, that ain't what I thought it was. I knew right there I needed a challenge, man. So I needed a challenge. So then that's why that took me to Dallas. I wanted to go prove I could get y'all there. Now I'm finna go get y'all back there. I wanted to prove that.
Did you thank him for that, Jack?
I'm finna thank him now. I appreciate it because I've been a Cowboy fan since a baby. But you also played in San Francisco. I think you played with somebody from my hometown named Tim McKay.
It was in Atlanta.
You played with
Tim was great. Yeah. Tim was a trip, man. I remember a trip. Yeah. I remember, man, still. I remember, man, playing with this cat, and we had a great year. I think I had like 7 picks. He may have had 6, and every time he picked it, he brought it. I used to say, hey, man, when you play blackjack, the only way you win is you get to 21. You get that ball to 21, some good things happen. So every time people got a pick, they got it to 21, and good things happen.
Right.
He get a pick and run all the way across the field and pitch me the ball, and we housed that thing. Yeah, but Tim, man, I remember I was trying to blow him up so he could make the Pro Bowl with your boy. And we was on the interview, and they say, what you like about Tim's game? I said, well, Tim does this, he does this, Tim does this. They say, well, Tim, what you like about Prime game? He's like, well, he ain't better than me. I said, nigga, what's wrong? What is wrong with you, man? Dog, I almost swung doing the interview. I'm not lying, man. I'm like, this dude flipped out on me, man. I could not believe that, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I ain't never met him, and I heard a lot of stories just like that about him. I know his brothers and everybody, but he from my hometown. But I heard the same type of stories about him, man.
Yeah, man. He had a little jealous spirit in him, man, which I don't know why. You know, it was all good. But that's who he was.
All good.
It was a trip.
Who was your favorite matchup? Who was the one guy you look forward to?
Mike. Man, you know, Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, all of them, man, because I was coming to see him. You know, it wasn't back then. We went to see the main dog, the dog on dog, the dogs on dog, like it used to be back in the day in the NBA. Dog guard the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it now. Like, LeBron, I want to see you with Kawhi. You know, I want to see dog on dog. That's what you selling me on TV. I want to see that. And it was me and Jerry got down, me and Mike got down. Now they selling me dreams that I don't get to see.
Yeah, they are.
Don't sell me the dream. I want you to get, man, Mike put in work with everybody, okay? You was in the Bulls, you was going to see Mike. You was going to see Kobe. You know, you was going to see the dogs. Dog on dog. Yeah, it's a little different game now.